Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So, man, the plot thickens. And shout out to Blue Blood. Shout out to LDBC. Shout out to Black Fight Fan. 78 Sports TV. Spencer Fearron comes in and attacks us out the blue. Makes no sense. Because, as proclaimed by Barry Hearn, he's your enemy, not us. Let me reiterate that. Barry Hearn called you a slave, which in your contract say you're an employee of his, but he sees you as a slave. He says now he has to call you so-and-so. So I'm assuming that, I don't know your history as a fighter. I just looked you up on BoxRec. You know, your journeyman type career, but that's neither here nor there. You actually became a professional athlete, which is very rare. I'm under the impression that maybe you may have been one of Barry Hearn's slaves if you was promoted by him. I don't know if you were, but I'm saying this: if your enemy is in clear and present danger to you, and your most immediate threat, why attack us? Attack them. You know, we're over here in America doing God's work, and you over there in UK being suppressed. I didn't hear no comments. I didn't hear no comment from Dillian White about those remarks. Haven't heard nothing from Eddie Hearn. You know, you know, it's just awful, you know, and I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, Spencer Fearron. I know you wear a suit. I went to your Instagram, and you knew you were going to get a handful of videos there, so maybe you just wanted this response. And I'm responding because I love my brothers. Audioly tell my brothers I love them. When they come to my city, I physically show them how much I love them. Town Biz was just in my house last week. We actually went to go work out together last week, 2 weeks ago, excuse me. So, I mean, it's a brotherhood. And whenever something is let me explain something to y'all. We got to learn to get out of each other's way. Whenever a black man is leading, you're going to get the negative stimuli. The Huey P. Newton, he was a cokehead, he was a crackhead, he loved white women, this and that. Even if he did those things, what does that have to do with him creating the Black Panther Party? Fred Hampton, who would have been, I mean, you think Tupac and Nipsey Hussle was big. Let me tell you something, what Fred Hampton would have been. And they knew it. They took him out at 21 or 22 years old. You know, fast forward to today's time. I can keep on going back and forth, but Louis Farrakhan, you know, he's a leader of men, you know. President Obama, they tried to split the black vote by saying that President Obama shouldn't be friends with Jeremiah Wright. You know, that they tried to split the black vote. That wasn't about him. It was about splitting the black vote to help get the Republican elected, man. You know, today in boxing, Al Heyman, get out of the man's way. Let him work. No man is perfect. No man is perfect. People out there hating on Al Heyman because you either for me or against him. If you hate Al Heyman, that means you love Bob Arum. If you hate Al Heyman, that means you love Barry Hearn. You can't advocate for both of them because they're pretty illicit on which side of the fence that they on. And Spencer Fearron, you've exposed what side of the fence you're on. And I know you wear a suit to work, you travel, you probably fly private jets. I heard MTK Global, so you're probably an employee of MTK Global. You know, so you feel that because you're a manicured man, well-groomed man, that you're above all of us. You know, congratulations to you. You know, like but I need you to fully understand. You know, like, Black Fight Fan owns his house. 78 Sports owns his house, owns property. You know, you're talking about men who were men in their house, who were kings when they unlocked their front door. You know, I I don't get it. I personally don't get it. I don't know what your example of what a black man should look like or act like, because the example you gave us is piss poor. A man called you a slave to your face. A man said he never would have respected you had you not bet on yourself. So we're not your enemy, man. Barry Hearn is. And, you know, I mean, it's I want to interview you. I'm curious to see where your mindset is. I'm curious. And when you win July 20th, Deontay Wilder will have to fulfill his mandatory and believe 18 months. So if you win, we'll get a chance to see you. I'm not going to miss a Deontay Wilder fight for nothing. Win, lose, rain, or shine. I don't care if he loses Dominic Brazil. I'm still at the next fight. It don't matter. I'm fucking with Deontay Wilder till his wheels fall off. So I'll see you eventually. You know, you're gonna have to come fight a PBC fight. I'm real interested to see how you think, man. Like I'm just befuddled, because what type of world do you want your daughters to live in? I saw a picture with your daughters on it. Beautiful young ladies. I don't understand the type of world that you want them to live in. Do you want them to be employees or employers? I understand you work for somebody, you have a job, but wouldn't you rather your daughters work for themselves? I'm here to tell you it's a beautiful life, Spencer. Do your homework on me. You can Google me. My history's on the internet. I'm just telling you, man, work for yourself. Bet on yourself. Believe on yourself. The LDBC bet on themselves. They separated themselves from the Barry Hearns ideology, the Bob Arum's ideology, and said, you know what? We're going to create this community. If you fuck with us, come on. If you don't, oh well. Some people say we think alike, and I personally don't care. People send me videos a couple times a week of people hating on me, and I've realized, who cares? Who cares? You know, it means nothing. But Spencer, you're I personally don't get it. I vehemently don't understand the angle which you're coming from. And everyone should go to Black Fight Fans Instagram. Go ahead and follow his Instagram. Also, his last post. Let Spencer Fearron know how you feel. How you feel about those comments and why he didn't talk like that about Barry Hearn. But people like Spencer Fearron, in my humble opinion, believe that they're better than us. Believe that because they have a job and their best friend is white and they on a private jet that the white man own. You know, they getting Ubered black everywhere on a white man's dime. They feel that they've made it. Let me tell you something, Spencer. I could have made it a long time ago, Spencer. I could be working at ESPN, flying on private jets, probably, if I would have worked my way up the ladder. I don't know that. You know, all that is arbitrary at this point. You know, but I said, you know what? It's facts. It's proven documents. I turned down the job. I quite possibly could have been a personality on regional ESPN, maybe national ESPN. I don't know. I have no idea where it would have taken. But I said, you know what? I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to bet and believe on myself, Spencer. And I don't wear suits too often. I don't. Maybe 3 times a year, 4 times a year, Spencer. But I'm not probably. Spencer, I don't wear a suit. I don't fly on a white man's private jet. I don't catch Uber Black nowhere. And I'm worth at least 5 to 10 times more than you, Spencer. And I'm not saying it out of ego. I'm not saying it because, you know, I don't put the money before my work ethic. And I don't put the money before my brotherhood. But I need to be clear. And I need to out you. I need to kick you off the island. The reason why? Because you have a virus. You know, You have a bacteria that no antibiotic can heal. You're going to convince, if this was slavery, you would have convinced Nat Turner not to do what he did. You know? You would have convinced John Singleton to take out all the nigger words and all the shooting out of boys in the hood. You would have convinced him, no, that's not how we live. We don't want the white people seeing how we live. You know? You would have told President Obama not to go to law school. Not to run. Don't run for president. Nah, you can't do that. Don't run for president. Don't waste your time, man. You know? You would have told me to get the job at ESPN. You would have told you would have told 78, don't create the LDBC, man. You're gonna make all these people hate you, man. You know? You would have told Black Fight Fan, man, don't go renovate that office that you're building. Why? It's just an hour-long radio show. Why do it? You don't understand the dynamics of betting on yourself with the intention of putting your culture first. You don't understand that concept. You don't understand that mindset. Everyone in the LDBC on some level is very successful, right? Ticket TV lives on a private island somewhere, I don't know, somewhere, talking to women in Spanish. You know what I mean? Living on a resort, living his best life, inviting people down from the LDBC. What up, Say Less? Are you back now? Have you changed your name yet? I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to just call you Say Less. You know? Inviting them down, having a great time, living their best life. You know, I go to Dallas. Fans take me to strip clubs. Take me to dinner. I'm telling you, it's a community, man. I touch down in Maryland. People let me offer me their cars, offer me their extra room, giving me their military discounts. It's a community. I go to Vegas. Beautiful young lady gives me discounts on hotels, then asks if I want to go out to dinner after the fight. You understand what? We're a community. I'm trying to tell y'all. Ain't no amount of money can buy this. Ain't no amount, I'm telling you, no matter how successful you are, the people that I fuck with for real, don't put money before anything. Anything, man. I'm telling you. It takes money. It takes money to go around the world a couple of times, right? But it takes the fortitude to take someone with you around the world, along with money. You got to have that mindset before the mind, man. Anyhow, man. So Spencer, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why we're your enemy. It goes to show you we're penetrating the market space, though. You know, you've definitely validated us on some level. Not that we needed your validation, because we can tell in the comment section where you guys are coming from. You know, I can check your IP address once you comment on comment on your thing. I can find out where you live in like 4.5 minutes. You know, so I mean, it's rather simple. You understand what I'm saying? So you know, it's sad, but it's also powerful that we are bigger than the hatred that he spews. I can call Black Fight Fan, I can call 78, you know, everyone else, since it's about them Blue Blood. Call me and Blue Blood about to hook up next weekend. I text Blue Blood text me yesterday with stuff that I forgot about, you know? You know, it's just a beautiful thing, man. Me and Blue Blood gonna have a great time in the DMV area next week for the Jared Hurd fight. We got the weigh-in and the fight. We're gonna have a great time, man. That's my brother, man. That's my brother. It's no question. It's no doubt about it. And that's just the reality of it. We are officially a threat, y'all. We are officially a threat. Barbershop Conversations is officially a threat. I'm trying to tell y'all. They trying to rally the troops, man. Trying to rally the troops. barbershop conversation. Spencer, I'm about to go get this workout in, Spencer. You know what I mean? I gotta, you know, I'm a middle-aged man like you. I gotta stay in shape. You know what I mean? I gotta live longer for my kids as well, man. So you got two beautiful black daughters, man. You know, what type of man you want them to marry? What type of man you want them to procreate with? You know, I mean, I don't know that. You know, I just know I would rather my daughter marry a man. I don't care what type of profession you see. I'm not the man that says, oh, my daughter got to marry a lawyer. I don't care what type of job that man has. I mean, drug dealing and all that. I'm not, you guys know what I'm saying. I don't care the type of profession he has. I want him to be a man. I want him to be a man. I want him to have integrity. I want him to understand the culture. You know, if he's not black, I want him to have a level of empathy. If he's white, I want him to give up his white privilege. If he's Mexican, I need him to understand that blacks versus brown is not the problem. That's not where it disseminates from. I don't understand, but what I am not the type of father that says you need to marry a lawyer because he wears a suit. You need that. I don't care about the public portrayal of you. Everywhere I go, I look like the poorest man in the room. What I got on some Forever 21 sweats, and you know, I support my gym with this $15, $20 sweater. I never wear more than like $100 worth of clothing. Y'all know me. People fuck with me. No, I'm about as frugal as they come. Lauren told me this Saturday, like, you the cheapest motherfucker I know. I am, because I'm giving my wealth to my kids. My life is set. I cover boxing. Like, that's the most fun ever. I get to cover and travel and cover boxing, man, a couple times a month. That's life to me. I'm a handyman during the day, man. I ain't nothing special about my life. You know? So I want my daughter to marry a man with integrity, a man with character, a man with valor. I don't care if he's I don't believe in classist system. I personally don't. I don't care if he's works for the city. I don't care if he works for ESPN. I don't care if he's a serial entrepreneur. If the man has integrity, loves my daughter, and shows up on the first of every month with the mortgage payment and all that, whatever he's required to pay for. Because my daughter's going to be a millionaire at 14. Guaranteed. Bringing in $10,000 to $12,000 a month through perpetuity for the rest of her life. It's already set in stone. You guys have seen it on my Instagram. I showed the video. No big deal. No big deal. I'm not worried about money. My daughter's financially set. But the men in the LDBC, for real, I can't speak for all of them. I'm talking about as a whole, on a macro level, we men. We men. You know what I mean? So like I tell you guys, I don't give a damn what a white man says about me. I really, when I say, and it bothers them to their core, I can tell a white man, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and walk away, and I swear to God, not ever think about him again. It doesn't bother me one bit. When a black man, it pains me when a black man goes against the grain, you know? Doesn't brush his 360 ways forward. It pains me, you know what I mean? You know, it just bothers me, you know? So anyways, man, I've said enough. Shout out to Black Fight fans. Shout out to 78 Sports. Spencer Fearron, you should go on you should come on Trill Boxing Talk. You need to go on Trill Boxing Talk, because I don't think you're clear. You need to fully understand. Someone's signing your checks first. You don't sign your checks first. You're getting what they think you deserve. You're not getting what you're worth. When you're the second person signing your check, you're not getting what you're worth. You're getting what they believe you're worth. Understand that. And that carries over into your mindset in life. You know? It's like your grandmother telling you, go get a good job, go to the Navy, go work for the post office. Nah, grandma. Nah, grandma. I'm going to own the post office. I'm going to own the building. I'm going to have the post office sign a lease to my building. Nah, people thought I was crazy, man. People thought I was crazy. People said, when I got laid off as a school teacher, people said, what are you going to do next, Fred? I said, I'm become a multi-millionaire. I didn't know how the fuck I was going to do it. People wanted job titles in the script. I never had a job title. After my dream job was to become a school teacher and a high school coach, and I did that at 22, 23 years old. I accomplished that. I didn't care about the money. I was happy. But then I realized the power of money, the power of influence, the power of employing yourself. When I got laid off as teacher of the year, I was the best employee in the school district. Go to my Facebook page. It's still live. You'll see all the awards I got. You'll see all that shit. Google me. You know what I mean? You'll see all the newspaper write-ups and being honored by the mayor, and you'll see all that shit. They laid me off. I was heading into my prime at 27. And I said, you know what? I got to get rich. I got to get rich so I can live my best life. I didn't fully grasp the concept of ownership. I didn't understand. I really didn't understand. I'm telling you, at 27, I didn't understand it. I'm being as honest as I can be. I'm what you call a late bloomer. I had no financial role models at that point. You know, I had men in my life who were men, but nigga, I'm 27. Charming. I'm probably not the best looking man in the world, but I'm charming. Got the gift of gab. You know what I mean? Making a few dollars. You know, I was in grad school. How the fuck you gonna tell me my shit ain't, my shit don't stink? And then they laid me off. And then I realized, okay, I gotta go out and go get it. So I did. And the rest is history. You know? Some of your favorite fighters come to my house, had dinner, hung out. I don't post that shit, But, I mean, it's cool. Barbershop conversations, man. Spencer Fearron, I don't know. I would love to see you on Trill Boxing Talk. I would love for you to come on my channel. I'm going to send you a DM. I'm going to send you a DM with this video, maybe. Barbershop conversation. Or someone's DM this video. Can any of my subscribers DM him this video for me, please? And let him know and tag whatever you need to do. Because I need to understand his mindset. And I know that I'm not going to change his mindset. People say, I'm talking to people that has that mindset. I'm talking to a vaster audience. That's why when I talk about Terrence Crawford, 95% of the time I'm not talking about Terrence Crawford. I'm just using his name so you can click. Barbershop conversations, man. Feel free at the subscribe button. Dillian White, these the men you hang out with? I get it. Holla. Peace.